Shari don't like it. Rockin' the Casbah, rock the Casbah.
I mean, what you're doing is selling yourselves to them.
Okay.
And the one who's sexiest gets the most money.
I cannot spread my legs anymore.
Yeah. Well, it's not a matter. It's not even a matter of what you're doing physically. It's a matter of attitude.
Okay.
I'm Steve Scott, and I am the director of Respiced. The evening consists of, I would guess, about 25 songs, some of them in bits and pieces, some of them full-length songs, interspersed with prose and poetry, basically from a number of centuries, not just the 20th century, that describe various authors' experiences in the Far East, or their view of the Far East, or their imaginings of what the East might be, and dealing with a lot of different themes and a lot of different points of view about especially the exoticism of this part of the world that so few people had actually experienced, but many people theorized about. And some of those images are very romanticized, some of them are even kind of fetishized, some of them are kind of demeaning, some of them are very celebratory. It's, I think, a more complex view of what it is to be a member of that community as seen from the outside of that community. It ranges from silly songs from the turn of the century that talk about My Arabian Baby and all of that sort of stuff, to a very funny song by Randy Newman about Korean parents and how Korean parents are the kinds of parents you want because they'll raise you with no nonsense and you'll be an overachiever. To very moving songs, there's a wonderful song from Miss Saigon that we're using, which deals with the fate of the babies born out of the Vietnam War that were part Vietnamese and part Caucasian, and how we need to deal with them and how we need to care for them. So it's a very far-ranging evening, I think. It's a kind of blend of a lot of different approaches to theater, too, which is kind of nice. People will love the variety of the evening. I think they will fall in love with all of the performers. The performers are absolutely charming. They're enormously talented. And so there's a great deal of fun to be had just by being in the room with these very talented people. But I think the best thing about the evening is that it is filled with a lot of different kinds of emotion and emotional responses. It's almost like a roller coaster, I think, that the audience takes. And some of it is charming, and some of it is very funny, and some of it is very moving. Some of it is a little scary, and perhaps even a little off-putting. Cabarets traditionally are very political. It's also an evening that will make you think about how we view various groups in our society and how our culture deals with those groups. But mostly, I think this is a very seductive evening. I think it's an evening that really takes an audience through a full range of emotions and different forms of entertainment, and really packs a great deal of emotional wallop by the end of the evening. So I'm hopeful, and I'm pretty sure that audiences are really going to respond to this.